Hi, I'm Charlie. After the drums.
I'm Everett. I play the bass.
I'm Donato. I play guitar.
I'm Colin and I'm the singer.
Nice to meet you guys. Alright, well I'm going to start off asking how pumped are you for your CD release show? Pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, we're very excited. We released the album digitally a few weeks ago, and it's been doing really well. We got a lot of good reviews, so we're excited. We haven't played in LA in almost 2 years. We've been touring and playing outside of LA and whatnot, so this is actually really exciting for us tonight.
Anybody else got any thoughts?
Yeah, you know, LA is a hard place to play all the time. You know, everyone. There's so many bands out here, and it's just so hard to go out all the time with a job, and so it's, you know, based on the fact that we haven't played in 2 years, it's really cool to be able to come out and have the same support that we had 2 years ago. It's been a really long time. So.
Awesome. Well, you guys formed in 2005, correct? But how long did you know each other before that?
Well, Everett and I have known each other since we were about 10 years old, so that's a long time now. We knew Charlie probably a couple years prior to forming this band, and Donato's our newest member, actually. We've known him for not as long as we've known each other.
It's true. I've known these guys like just through being in LA, and I've seen them play a few years ago, and I was in some other groups. So it's a pleasure to be with these guys, actually, to be honest with you. Like I said, I've seen these guys before, and I've just seen them around, and the opportunity to play with these guys has been pretty exciting. We've all gotten along very famously up to this point.
Well, that's a good thing to find, because there are lots of bands that hate each other but still play, so you're lucky. Alright, well, as I was discussing earlier, I'm very new to LA, so I have to ask you guys, what is your most and least favorite thing about LA?
Cost of living. I hate it. It's my number one as far as the downside. It's just very expensive. Money doesn't go quite as far.
Right.
About $50 to walk out of your door. You know, it's kind of.
Sounds about right.
Or if you get a parking ticket like you, it costs, you add $50.
Oh my speeding ticket was like double what they used to be. And
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, LA's, I don't think too terribly different from any major city. You know, there's traffic, there's douchebags, there's high cost of living, there's no way to fucking park and stuff like that. You know, I think what's probably special in a really bad way about LA is just like the overall vibe. There's a very high concentration of really lame people all in one spot that are completely obsessed with themselves, you know. And so that's a little tiresome, but you know, that's pretty much the downside. It's the downside of basically anywhere you live. Really.
Right.
And then you know, LA can be really cool. There's a lot of opportunity. I think that's the best part about LA is the opportunity. You meet a lot of cool people, you meet a lot of cool bands. It's definitely like a hub as far as music goes, and there's opportunities to get your music out to the right people, wherever they are. And yeah.
So the hustle's worth it.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think.
We'd like to hope so.
Yes, good. Well, reading up on you guys a little bit, I saw something interesting. Did Jim Morrison's ghost ever come visit you guys while you were recording? Or did he not show up?
I think that was Jameson Morrison.
Yeah. He was there. He was there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I guess references recording our album at Sunset Sound.
Right.
That was actually really cool because we were in the Doors' room. The Doors did all their studio albums at that place, and we were in their room, and like we're able to use John Dinsmore's kick drum mic to do some vocal effects stuff.
Right.
There's definitely a good vibe, you know. I mean,
there's definitely something in the air.
There was something there. It could have been Morrison. I think it's his ornery, drunken brother, Jameson Morrison.
Yes.
Yeah. He was in the echo chamber smoking joints.
Well, how was the recording process for you guys? Did it seem like it was long, or did it go by really fast?
It's hard to say. It went by, that's for sure. It was kind of a blur. We worked really long hours and did it pretty fast ultimately. You know, the pre-production was more involved and took time, but when it came down to actually recording it, we just went in and banged her out. You know, and I don't want to say we were in there for, even after the remixing, maybe 7 total days of studio time. Maybe longer. But it was pretty quick for the most part.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we did really long days. We were doing 12.
easy, yeah.
We always did 12s. A lot of times we'd go into 14 hours, and there wasn't enough time. You know?
Right.
We'd always have to leave it. Our engineer would be like, dude, I can't hear anything. Like, everything sounds the same to me now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I've never recorded an album, but I can imagine. I can definitely imagine that. All right. Well, if you guys could tour with any band in the world, who would it be? Like, if you could open up for somebody, who would you choose?
Well,
Let's start on the left and
Yeah.
go. I want to hear what everyone's band would be.
Question for Charlie.
And it could be for any reason, like because you like them or because you think that their audience would like you. You know, you can think of it as a business strategy. Unless that makes it harder.
That's right. This one.
Okay. You'll get a break.
oh man, I would want to tour with just about any band that Jack White is in because I think he's amazing.
Isn't he just in the one band?
Isn't he in like 50 bands?
I don't know
White
anything.
Stripes, Dead Weather.
Yeah, I don't know Jack
That's
White.
50,
Yeah.
That's 50.
50.
Yeah, I think that's just a personal preference. There's bands that I think that we would do well with, but I don't know. But unfortunately, I don't think we really keep up with kind of what's really going on.
The cool music nowadays.
I think Donato here does more than any
Yeah.
of us, technically. He's a little bit more hip with the
I was gonna say
bands.
Ludacris, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think that would work.
I'd go on tour with Ludacris.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Definitely.
All right.
Lady Gaga, like we do that, right?
Yeah, we know
It's a
their
good
guitar
tour.
player.
Yeah. Somebody actually told me they thought we'd be good on tour with her. It's like,
She definitely would draw, so
yeah, she's
that would
gonna
be
draw.
good.
I think she's gonna draw.
That would be a
Yeah.
positive thing.
Last night checked.
We wouldn't have to worry about the drop.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
You
let's
decided
see.
yet?
From as far as sound goes, I think like Kings of Leon, Block Party. I don't know. There's a few other bands that have like a really cool indie. I can't really name anymore for some reason.
Yeah, I mean,
But I know you guys know, right?
Yeah, those three bands, and then the Arctic Monkeys. There's definitely bands that I think we respect. That have like a similar like aggression in what they do. Believe that are very genuine to us now.
Right.
There's so many terrible bands that are they just seem like manufactured. Everything's just.
It
there's
is
no
a
soul
business,
behind
and this
it,
is a product, and they're
Yeah.
selling it to you, and buy more. And yeah, I understand that for sure. All right, well, if you guys, this is kind of a random question, but if you had like a get out of jail free card, what would you do? Like if there was one thing you could do that's illegal, but you could do it and get away with it just one time, what would it be? And we have like less than a minute, so.
That's a odd question.
I'd rob a bank.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. All right, rob a bank, get $1 million, and be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big bank.
Is there any like celebrity you would punch or something?
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
going
plenty.
with. I was like,
There's a lot of there's probably a lot of punching answers,
Yeah.
but I would say from a profit standpoint,
Right.
I'd rob a bank.
yeah, I might go with the punch on sight kind of thing.
Okay.
Narrow down my top 10 and just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. What's considered illegal these days? I have to.
It's true.
Everything. All right.
We'll round it up in like 10 seconds.
I don't think I'm gonna incriminate myself on this one because the
Okay.
answer I was gonna say.
Robbing a
I don't
bank
think
and
I want
punching
people
people
to do
isn't
that.
for everybody. I understand. But all right. Well, it was really nice talking with everybody, and I'm sure you'll have a great CD release show. And so y'all can wave bye now.
Thanks.
Say bye to everybody.
Bye.